Brands like Balenciaga, Acne Studios, Represent, and Cole Buxton are quietly moving their production to a small production hub in Europe, northern Portugal. It may feel easy to get in, but it's an industry with a ton of history and unique customs. If you don't know the unwritten rules, it will be almost impossible to get settled in and run a successful production in this ecosystem. My name's Lauren and I'm here with Labwear. We're a production company operating from Portugal. We've visited over 100 factories in Portugal and managed production for over 300 brands. Today, I'm going to give you the complete playbook to navigate this industry. We'll talk about the factory ecosystem, how to communicate, what to expect when it comes to sampling, MOQs, prices, and sustainability. This is everything we wish we knew before we started. Portugal is not about finding one giant factory that does everything. It's a network of small independent factories that are all super specialized. Most are located in the north, around the cities of Braga, Barcelos, and Guimarães. You have fabric houses, dye and print houses, and CMT factories, which stands for cut, make, trim. Those CMTs are the ones stitching your garments together. Most of them will act as your OEM, meaning they can source your fabric and manage those other specialized supplies for you, for a cut, of course. You'll also find agencies that help coordinate all of this. They often handle product development and communication between different factories, especially for high-end brands. What's really impressive and different from other hubs is the consistency. The baseline quality here is already incredibly high because each player in the chain is a master of their specific craft. Understanding how to navigate this ecosystem isn't just a nice to know. It's the key to protecting your brand and unlocking the quality Portugal is famous for. So what should you actually manufacture in Portugal? The key is playing to Portugal's strengths. Portugal is the undisputed champion of premium heavyweight monofiber cottons. Think world-class jersey, fleece, and French terry. The craftsmanship in their cut and sew for essentials like t-shirts, hoodies, and sweatpants is second to none. They are also globally masters of garment dyeing and printing. This is how luxury brands often get that soft, perfectly washed out premium look on their finished pieces. If your aesthetic is rich, lived in color, this is the place to be. Portugal dyes their garments in small batches compared to China that dyes the entire fabric roll, one of many reasons that allows smaller MOQs. But here's a crucial piece of advice. Know what to avoid. Portugal is not the place for highly technical outerwear, complex synthetics, or intricate down-filled jackets. Stick to their strengths in natural fibers. Don't think about requesting mixed fiber fabrics like a cotton poly blend. Okay, let's talk about culture, because this is where most new brands get frustrated. I'm going to break it down into two parts: communication and timing. First, communication. The good news is English works fine in most commercial teams, but knowing some Portuguese or even Spanish will help you build those personal relationships faster. You need to adapt to the Portuguese pace. Email is king, and replies can take time. This isn't because they're ignoring you, it's because personal relationships and trust are valued over speed. They are incredibly trustworthy with your designs, but they also are very private with them. Don't show up expecting to film their production lines. For example, even though we've visited one of our dye houses over 50 times in the last few years, they still insist on a no cameras policy. Second, and this is critical, is timing and capacity. You must plan your calendar around Portugal. Most factories shut down the entire month of August, and there are numerous Catholic holidays in the spring. So when you're planning, you need to look at a calendar and calculate the actual working days, not just the weeks. The first thing you'll notice in Portugal, factories here invest serious time into development and charge for it. There's a crucial reason why. Factories here treat sampling as the blueprint for a flawless production run, and their development departments are so skilled that brands often try to use them just for development. Because of this, factories can be cautious at first. They need proof that you're a serious partner committed to bulk production. While it does take longer, a Portuguese sample proves that your design is understood and ready for production. It's definitely worth the money. For minimum order quantities, Portugal hits the sweet spot for growing brands. Most factories will start around 150 to 300 pieces per style, which is lower than what you'd expect from places like China or Turkey, where the minimum is usually 500 plus. That said, MOQs are flexible. Once you build a good relationship and you have proof that you can fill up their capacities, you can negotiate a smaller run. We've also encountered factories that will instantly give you lower MOQs, but in exchange, you'll need to sign a contract that promises that you'll order more than 100K worth of garments. These are the killer factories that normal brands can't access just by Googling. That's exactly why we've integrated them directly into Labwear OS. Portugal isn't cheap, and it's not supposed to be. You're paying for craftsmanship, fair wages, and European labour standards. As a baseline, expect a premium t-shirt will be around €15 and a heavyweight hoodie around €40 in bulk. Of course, as always, prices drops when volume increases. Now, one of the key reasons why consumers value the Made in Portugal tag is sustainability. Portugal operates under strict EU laws. Things like fair wages, safe working conditions, and environmental compliances are strictly enforced. This affects product capabilities in some interesting ways. For example, dye houses in Portugal can't produce the same ultra-rich black that you might see from Asia, because achieving that color requires harmful chemicals that are banned under EU regulations. So when you see Made in Portugal on a tag, you know what it means. It represents one of the highest standards of ethical and sustainable production in the world. Rule number 1, be obsessed with follow-ups. In Portugal, WIPs or work in progress requests are absolutely crucial. Constantly following up shows you're invested in the outcome. Rule 2, your tech pack is your Bible. Portuguese factories are expert executors, not your personal design assistants. They will not do your creative development work for you. Your instructions for samples have to be perfect. Be crystal clear on cutting patterns, stitching techniques, Pantone color codes, and especially your quality check procedures. If it's not in the tech pack, it won't be in the garment. Rule 3, expect quantity fluctuation. This is a big one. Portuguese factories prioritize quality control, QCs. So they will always produce 5 to 10% surplus. If you order 100 hoodies, don't be surprised if you receive 103 or 98. This is because they would rather deliver 98 perfect hoodies than 100 that include 2 flawed ones. If you have strict pre-order numbers and absolutely cannot be short, you need to communicate that upfront. As you can see, producing in Portugal isn't just about finding a factory. It's about understanding and integrating into a complex high craft ecosystem. You can absolutely do it on your own. We did. And it took us years of extensive trial and error. We genuinely believe it's one of the best places in the world to build a quality-first fashion brand for cotton-based garments. And if you want to get direct access to the vetted factories, the expert dye houses, the automated whips, and the QC modules, it's built into our platform at Labwear OS, the system we wish we had when we started. I hope this has been valuable for you. If it has, subscribe for more deep dives into the world of fashion production. Thanks for watching.